Hi everybody, this is Rob Harris, and I want to welcome you to episode number 2 of the Dropping Truth Bombs Spotlight. In this video, we're going to be talking about the United States is not a country, it's a federal corporation. Now, something I also want to mention is one of the things that QAnon keeps saying over and over again in many of his drops is research for yourself. So all this information I'm going to show you in this video, I want and I encourage you to go out and research for yourself. And I just want to read through this bottom real quick. Research for yourself, think for yourself, trust yourself. This movement is not about one person or a group of people. We the people. Save the republic, hatred and dissension in the nation will heal. Where we go one, we go all. Now, I want you to first start by going to Google and typing in Title 28 United States Code Section 3002-15A. And you can click on a link from cornell.edu. And on here, if you scroll down, you get to 15. United States means, and under A it says a federal corporation. Now let's go back. Let's click on the next link down, which is govinfo.gov. And if you go here and you look for, let's see, section 15, which is actually up here, 15. And then A, United States means a federal corporation. Are you starting to get that? Now, I also want you to type in to Google United States Corporation. In the very first link, you're going to see the Act of 1871. The United States is a corporation. So you click on that and, hold on, let me go back. You're going to find a link to federaljack.com and just go through here and read it. I'm not going to go through this and that in this video, but I'm just pointing you into a direction of further research you can do. Now, I want to play a clip from amtvmedia.com. This just came out last week, and there's a segment in here that breaks things down pretty well. So I want to give amtvmedia.com a spotlight, and I'm going to play this right now.
A stock market crash and the oracle of bailouts was betting against the United States Corporation of America, which is exactly what America is. It's a corporation, and you are a literal security and tool and employee of the United States Corporation of America, arguably still under rule of the British Crown. That's why you have a social security number when you're born. You're birthed out of your mother's birth canal. And then if you look at your birth certificate, maybe some of you have noticed this, there's a number in one of the corners. The reason why there's a number in one of the corners is because you're a literal security trading on the World Stock Exchange. See, you'll pay millions and millions of dollars worth of taxes, dividends, court fees, property taxes, taxes on your car, even when they're paid off for the rest of your life. They call it a mortgage because mort means death in Latin. And the same criminal federal corporation, you know, the Federal Reserve, the private bank owned by private bankers, okay, there's a reason why they create and mint the currency. And you don't vote on anything. There's a reason, for example, that the banksters didn't vote, but instituted and implemented the trillion-dollar bailouts in 2008 and 2009 because they own the United States Corporation of America. Okay, they didn't bail you out, they bailed out themselves. See, we've moved, this is what you need to understand, we've moved from overt power, force, kings and queens, British rule that was obvious from the Queen, who still has dominion over dozens and dozens of states and countries, where it was obvious to every American, to covert, otherwise known as soft power. For example, there's a reason why the public school system is free. It's because they want to brainwash your kids as soon as possible. Think about this for a minute. Americans, mindless, brainwashed Americans, actually pay for their own mainstream media TV programming. They call it programming for a reason. Think about this. They literally pay for their own indoctrination so the deep state can run and air commercials that you pay for. We have a president here in the United States Corporation of America, just like every other corporation has a president. In this corporation, the United States Corporation of America has subsidiaries. They're called states. In fact, a lot of you probably don't know this, but the 13 original colonies, you know what they were originally called? The 13 companies, because that's what they are. They're subsidiaries of the British Crown. You need to understand you've been sold a lie. You've been sold an illusion. If you were truly free, if you were truly sovereign, then when you paid off your house or your car, you'd keep it, and your heirs would keep it for the rest of your life. But that's not the case. If you stop paying your property taxes today on a paid-off piece of real estate, or you stop paying taxes and title fees on your car that you've paid off, the government will seize that as property because you are property, my friends. You are a security. You can go to any Wall Street bank. Very few people know this around the world. You can give them your birth certificate. You can give them that number and they can look it up. You're literally a tradable, marketable security on the global stock exchange itself.